Environment and Natural Resources Secretary Roy Simato and other members of the Cabinet, Solicitor General and Chairman Emeritus of the Republic Defenders, Attorney Jose Calida, members of the Republic Defenders led by its Chairman and President, Mr. Vidal Quirol, the 2019 awardees for outstanding women in field of law enforcement and national security, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Alam mo, may idagdag lang sana ako. Ako kasi, I never transitioned to a mayor to the presidency. Kaya I have not changed considerably, except to bow and diplomatic dinners and all. But I remain to be really ang ugali mayor. But I can't remember really na binaboy ako. Actually, if you review the tapes, it was with a purpose. Pero itong mga sinabi ko kasi of late, sinabi ko, kayong mga babae, palayo kayo sa mga pare. Totoo naman it's happening everywhere. Tapos si Pope nag-admit na nga na he admitted na konsumo ng mga pare yung madre. What is there really to be so fumigation? Mayroong isang writer, I will not out of respect, pero alam mo minsan, I have to deal with them because presidente ako. At sinabi ko na lumayo kayo sa presidente. Nagalit ito isang, I don't know if it's a newspaper correspondent or something. Sabi niya na the more reason why I'm misogynist. Kasi bakit daw sila i-remind na malumayo sa mga pare. Galit pa siya. And to think that there are about several rapes committed by priests in this country. Kaya yung nagareklamo, I'd like to tell her, ikaw kasi nagareklamo kasi reject ka ng pare. Kung na-reject ka na ng pare, kaya wala na akong kung pati pare ayaw na sa inyo, tapos dito kayo magalit sa akin. Wala akong magawa para sa inyo kayong mga babae. But I do not remember of disrespecting, dishonoring anybody. May sinasabi ako during my speeches, pero it's a Visayan idiom. Hindi nila makuha Akala nila binabastos ko yung pare. Sa galit ko, sabi ko, ipabaril ko yung ninyo. Yang ganon, I was just lecturing to itong mga babae na NPA. But alam mo, nung politika pa since election, sabi ko, bahala kayo. Basta ako, mahal ko ang babae. Kaya nga makita mo naman, dalawa ang asawa ko. Ano pa ba na yung ibig sabihin talaga, gusto ko ang babae. Hindi sabihin na gusto kong galawin, gusto ko lang ang babae. It's not because when I say that I like women, that I want to despoil or dishonor. Hindi nila makuha Sabi ko, mahirap itong, hindi nila makuha yung ko. And they translate it the way they want it and appear me make me appear as wala ho kayong baski kailanman karama mata. I've been mayor, I've been dealing with a lot of police women. Tanungin mo na lang sa kanila. I never really, lalo na subordinate, di talaga ako tanungin mo yung, sana yung mga buang nawala man. yung subordinate ko, may, alam mo, I'll just recast the, we have to defend the Republic by force of arms, armed forces and the police. But you have sometimes to defend the government against calumny and slander. Because that is the job always of an oppositionist. I would like to remind you that before the election, I was already pictured as a womanizer, as a one who kills babae, pati yung pumapatay ako. Matagal naman yan. Noong mayor, ganun rin ang issue. Tapos, dinala nila doon sa national. Wala man tayong problema dyan. I'd like to address everybody. When I was mayor, I said, I'm going to build a city. It's not going to be a luxurious one, but it will be something like a comfortable place to live in. And I promise you that I will return the public places and the streets to the people. Kasi nga, noon sa Davao, takot na maglakad ang mga law-abiding doon sa mga kriminal. Pagsasaksakin. So when I was a fiscal, I was just trying to observe things. Pero sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, if given a chance by God to something to be of I can lead, and so naging mayor ako. Sinabi ko talaga, do not destroy my city because I will kill you. That is a legitimate statement of a leader. Imagine destroying my country or destroying our young sons and daughters sa drugs. Talagang papatayin kita. Ano pa pala gagawin ko sa iyo? When I say patay, well, of course, I would order my law enforcement people, and this time including the military, because I have raised it to the level of a national security threat. My adoption of that issue did not begin with me. Kay Arroyo yan. Kaya si Arroyo pati yung mag-introduce sa akin na wala. Kasi nagdebate pa sila ngayon sa budget. Sabi ko, I said my piece. I will not sign anything that would be an illegal document. Magkaroon tayo ng slide sa GDP niyan if we are going to reenact the budget. And everybody will suffer, including the law enforcement. It will decrease our GDP. Alam ninyo yan. Walang pera pang gastos to move on. It's an everyday income that we expect. So yan ang pinagdidibit na kaya wala dito yung na ako naman, I will not take back anything. Nung na-presidente ako, ganun talaga. Kung hindi ko ganun yan, wala ng Pilipinas. Kita mo araw-araw, every day, without an exception, either in the crawler, yung dumalakad na ganun, or in the, makikita mo talaga doon, shabu found, shabu seized, shabu bypass, kasama na lahat. Barangay captain, mga... So, kaya ako, I'm forced to move like what I'm doing now. Because I said I will not regret it, anything there. wala ako. I will do it for my country. As at sinabi ko nga, the presidency is a gift from God. Everybody knows. Nobody can become a president just like that. Me, I started with Jaime Marcos of Ilocos Norte, Abet Garcia of Bataan because of friendship. No? Tapos kay Governor ko, only because the son is my fraternity brother. And in the Visayan region where my father, Cebu, Danau, wala nga ako na isang, wag na yung barangay captain, kasi kagawad na lang. In Mindanao, for a reason that I cannot, Angel Amante, was a liberal, bumaliktad. So I won there. And Subiri, father and son. Yun lang ang, and yet I won by almost, plus yung mo, it's about 15 million plus. 16. So magtanong ako sa Diyos ko, ano ba ang katangian ko? Kung magpo ako ng entrance exam sa PMA, hindi ako papasa. Maniwala ka. Hindi talaga ako papasa. At 75 lang ako buong buhay. Alam ng taga Davao yan. O, sige lang yan, 75. Pero dahan-dahan, nakakasama ako sa grupo. Pero but I finished high school in 7 years. Well, ako talaga ang pinakabangok dyan na presidente. Totoo. 75 lang. I do not have the credentials. I am not a graduate of Yale or Harvard o sa Watson, sa Wharton, wala. Yan sila, Dominguez. Yan ang mga bright. Dominguez is my childhood. Pati kapitbahay namin. Yan, mga kindergarten to college. Valedictorian. Kaya ako, medyo mainggit ako sa kanila, pero noon pa man, magtingin ako sa kanila. Sabi, hey, Duterte, I have a new girl. Sabi ko, from Filipino Women's. Yeah? Tapos tignan ko. English po kinang yung buang na yan. Tapos pagtingin ko, Jesus, kapangit nito. Makita mo lang hostess ko kayong gabi, dali kita tisay, payat na naninigarilyo lang, pati na umiinom. Kanilang mga sweethearts, mga estudyante, Immaculate Conception, Philippine Women's. Ang akin doon sa Hillside Nightclub. Pero mas okay. Wala pang problema. At maaga ako kaysa kanila. Kaya maghintay lang ako ng mga sinisine. Yung akin wala, diretso na. Kaya dyan galit yung mga babae. You know, you women, you are deprived me of my freedom of expression. Hindi ko siya nasabi sa inyo yan. But you criticize every sentence or word I say. But that is my freedom to express myself. Even if I am just a president. Do not take me away from the crowd of being a Filipino citizen. Kaya kayong mga gaga kayo, huwag kayong it's the freedom of expression. Kaya sinasadya ko yung kagaya nito. Kasi I'm trying to bring you to the limits of despair. Kaya kayong mga reject ng pare, nagreklamo kayo sa akin, hindi ko kasalanan yan. Pero mo, na-reject ka ng pare. Yung mga pare naman, Sus Maria Josep. So sabi ko, nung maliit pa kami, anong sinabi ko before? You are witnesses to what transpired. Sinabi ko noon, nung sa Ateneo kami, hinihipo yung bayag namin ng pare pag nag-confession kami. Did I not tell you that earlier? And even during the elections, what happened? Lumabas na ngayon. So Pope, nag-summit sila to dwell on the abuses, sex offenses of the... Ayaw lang niyo maniwala eh. Sabi ko, yung mga obispo, mga gago yan. So how many cardinals already defract? Tinanggalan ng sultana. Oh, see? Tapos sabihin ninyo, ako, bastos ka na. Oh, look. Ako lang ang nagsasabi ng totoo. Yan ang totoo. Pagka hiniritan mo ako, ngayon ang pare, pagkabugok ng putang ina niya, you know, when you criticize me, do not use the religion. Do not use the pulpit. You go out of the pulpit, dito ka. I am Edgardo Santos. I am a Filipino citizen. I am a priest. I am accusing the president of extrajudicial. Do not, his demonic, you know, that's religion. Bakit? Sali ba ako dyan sa... That's what I said, because sabihin mo, he will go to hell. My belief in God is that he is consumed with all passion. Why would he create human beings only to burn them in hell? Anong klaseng Diyos kasi? Sabi ko, you're God stupid. My God does not burn human beings. Paano ako i-burn? Ako, sabi ko sa pamilya ko, i-cremate ako. Ano pa man sunukin mo sa akin? Praktisado na nga eh. Ashes. Kalukuhan itong Katoliko. Pangwartang yawa. Sige lang, kuliktad na masula. Ano ang ginagawa ko niya? Rape ng mga agaw ng asawa. Tapos may isa pa. Itong, yung si Fernandez ba? Priest who killed a pregnant paramour of his and nothing is happening to the case. Paglabas niyang warrant na yan, kung walang pulis, siyempre mahiya. It's very unsettling actually. So ako ang mag-aristo sa iyo. You better surrender because if you're not, I'll hunt you down. And if you don't surrender, you put up a good fight, I'll kill you like a dog. Wala akong, the law is the law is the law. Period. Tapos kami pa ang pagbintangan. May namatay dyan, sabihin na pinatay dahil anti-mining. What eh? Ano pakialam ng mga military pati pulis ng mining? Di mag-mining ka kung gusto mo dyan. Ngayon, kung violation of law, doon ka kay Simato. Kagaya ng mga beach na madumi. Doon ka kay Simato. Yung mga babae doon na nakabikini na doon ka kay Simato, kasi sa tingin doon. Hindi, ganito kasi, sabi ko, sa cabinet meeting, sabi ko, doon sila, sabi ko, ang dumi kasi nitong Boracay, sabi ko, kakahiya kasi yung human Krita. Sabi ko, Roy, linisan mo yung Boracay. Tapos, we would run afoul with ito, mga laws, ganon. Pindira ko rin si, sabi ko, si Sir, sumali ka na doon, si Sir Anyo. Ang unang labas ng team arrives there to clean. Nakita ko itong Philippine Daily Star. Naka-headline, may picture. Naglalakad si Roy doon sa beach. May dalawang Caucasians doon na nakahiga, tinanggal yung bra. Ganon yung mga cookies yan eh. Tapos kita ko, siguro ang kamera, itong kamera talaga bastos na. Kaya sinasadya nila yan eh. Yung malapit na siguro si Roy, he could not help it. Girls eh. Imbis na maglakad siya sa beach, yung mata niya nakaganon, ikinuunan siya ng kamera. Sabi ko, Roy, akala ko ba inutusan kita maglinis na? Sabi niya, nagpunta ako doon. Ano na, nagsige ka man tingin ng babae doon. Pero biro lang yan. Ngayon, malinis na. Ang Boracay, ang likod ng Boracay, alam mo, there are a lot of speculations about what I will do with Boracay after the cleaning. Ay, bigay ko raw sa mga gambling. Sige lang. Linisan na ninyo. After that, ang ginawa ko, niland reform ko. Binigay ko lahat sa ETA. So it's all yours. Yung likod talaga ng beach. Ang may-ari niya, and today it's already worth about $1 million if you have bought something like 1 hectare. Sabi ko inyo yan. Ipagbili niyan, 10 years from now. At saka hindi man tayo maniwala ganito mga NPA na to. Yan eh. Tama yan eh. See, I think it's John Esperon said it. Make them irrelevant. So yung land reform, irrelevant sila dyan. Ang bilis ko kaya magbigay ng... Nandun ako was it yesterday? Pumunta ako doon sa Sagay, yung nagbarilan. Tapos tayo pa ang pinagbintangan. Tapos na kasi ang land reform eh. Pero marami dito sa yung malalaki, ayaw nila ibigay sa beneficiaries. May mga security guard, may mga ano. Kaya pumapasok ang NPA just to equalize everything. Yan ang totoo talaga dyan. Yung sasagay, sila yung nagbarilan mga NPA. Kasi ang NPA gusto rin na nalagyan rin ng ibang tao. Sila ang gusto mag-land reform. Kung meron kang maraming pamilya, dito ka, yung maliit na pamilya doon. Kaya nagbabarilan, nag-agawan ng lupa. Niland reform ko lahat. Di wala, tapos sila. Kaya lang maniwala ka dyan sa mga NPA na yan. I think that by next year, kung maubos talaga natin itong ilupa, we could make a very strong position vis-a-vis with you. Magsusurrender na yan sila. Ano pa mga gusto nila? Binibigay ko na sa kanila. Sabi ko nga sa Darko, secretary, lahat ng lupa ng gobyerno ibigay mo na. Walang silbi yan, ilang araw, gabi na. Ibigay mo na sa tao. Kaya ibigay ko lahat. So by that time next year, ubos na yung, wala naman tayong mga projects. Of course, if you want to get it back for an important project, we can always expropriate. But in the meantime, just to solve the problem, give it to them anyhow. So yan ang namin sa gobyerno. Total, magkasabit-sabit tayo. Nandiyan mo si Kalida. Tanggalin nga niya yung Chief Justice, sila pa. Balita ako dyan, pinakulam ka na daw ni ano. Kaya ang lakad mo kaya, tinitignan ko, medyo na. Ay dahil sapatos yan, gout. Masakit. Hiwi na ang lakad mo. Medyo is in Ilocano, pero Ilocano ang Davao to. Early. Pareho kami, mga settlers, ako Bisaya. Except my mother, taga Mindanao. So yan lang ang ko sa iyo. Inyo. Pero nakakahiya naman itong gumawa nito. Sino gumawa nito? Basahin ko na lang, kawawa naman. Pero yung penultimate paragraph. To do justice to To the awardees, I encourage you to continue serving as exemplary government employees who are committed to protect our country and people. I call on my fellow workers in government and our kababayans as well to emulate the awardees in their untiring dedication to help uplift the lives of all Filipinos and bring about a better and more developed Philippines. I count on you, my fellow workers in government, to help our communities and our country safe and secure. It is only by ensuring peace and order that we can attain a truly progressive and prosperous country. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.